Floor's yours, sir.
Yeah, so I was basically saying one of the interesting observations that we made out here in the Kingdom of Eswatini when we were running a campaign around male circumcision was that simply this: when guys were now circumcised, they were no longer seeing the need to use condoms. You know what I mean? Which on the other end also probably meant they were not very pro washing up, because the assumption or the illusion was, because I've circumcised, I have less chances of contracting an STI, HIV, or I don't need to wash up as often. You know what I mean? So that's just sort of like the flip side of the coin, to just say, so now I'm good to go. Because when it was presented, especially the fact that they said it lessens your chances of contracting HIV or STIs by about 40% or something. The number was somewhere around about there. And unfortunately, when you give people that option,
the misconception grows in the mind. But I wanted to know if this is a big deal in your country, in Angola.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is. It is like, I mean, I don't know if it's just to joke, but I mean, it's a big joke, and it's like, if you're a grown man and you haven't been circumcised, then it's like you're not a man yet. So they tease you. They tease you about that. So it's like, if you like more than 15, you already have to be circumcised. And 15, it's already late. If the girl doesn't keep it as a secret and goes and tells the other friends, you're gonna be on the spotlight. It's gonna be like in the hood, they're gonna be like, yeah, Yuri was supposed to be circumcised, but he wasn't. I mean, he's still a virgin on that side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a question for Yuri. Sorry, is it religion? Is this from religion or from culture?
No, it's just like, it's not from the culture, but I mean, from the culture, it's a must. And some of them they do it like cold-blooded, and some of them they don't do it cold-blooded. I mean,
what does that even mean? That sounds so painful and disgusting. Like, what does cold-blooded mean? It's like you're describing a fish being gutted. Like is a penis chopping board and then just
they pull the part that's supposed to be cut, they cut it, and then they use some type of herbs and they put it there and things like that.
And in where you guys are, do they feel more manly if they are circumcised? I'm gonna skip the Americans because y'all ain't even trying to cut that shit up anyway. Marcel, what's it like over there?
I don't know whether this will make you more man, but as far you don't have a comment from the girl first, you know, men we are a bit ashamed, eh? Let's tell the truth, you know, especially when you are naked. So you pay attention to any comment that the girl will say, you know. So
okay. Adam, you pressured yourself into getting the snip?
I don't feel more manly. I mean,
okay.
For me, it was a hygiene thing, and I can, you know what, if I'm going out, I don't have to now, you know, have to focus on washing that sensitive part, man.
So you're saying right before the deed, you don't have to take a short lift to the bathroom. You can just be like, cool, it's party time.
Yeah.
I get you. Eves, you're itching?
Yeah, I don't think it makes you feel more man. I don't think so, and I don't believe that. It's just hygienic thing.
There's a whole cultural two tribes here that will debate that with you, because it is a rite of passage for them. So,
but you know, for some women can make joke around a guy. You know, a guy playing to be the coolest guy of the hood, and yet he's not circumcised. And there's even a joke here the foreskin is called the whistle. Slang. That's a slang here. It's called a whistle. So if two girls are discussing and they're making fun of you and saying, you know, this guy is playing the boss around here, but he's a whistle. He got a whistle. It's bad. But if it's not something that will make you more man than anyone else, you just don't want to be ashamed because of that. So
Shame.
better don't have that whistle.
Yeah. Wow. Can I get into the questions that the girls had for you guys? Maybe you can school us because
I want to see these girls, eh?
You'll see
the girls. You want to see girls, yeah?
we have to compare the questions with the girls to see if they fit. Yeah, because some girls, they don't deserve to get some answers.
Oh.
Oh, no.
I'm joking.
One thing that the girls spoke about in the discussion we had was that the foreskin gets hard and then it gets painful when you move it back to expose the penis head.
So are they actually talking about schmegma?
Who?
So like if you don't clean underneath your foreskin, it develops this like hard thing like underneath it.
Okay.
Which I think, like I said, and that's probably what they're talking about right there.
What did you call it?
It's called schmegma.
Is that a colloquial name for it? Because
I have no idea. Like even if you Google it, like it's gonna pop up and say that. So like I never heard it called anything else.
Oh, okay, cool. So this does exist, but then this is due to, like you say, if you don't clean that area, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, wash up.
Which my man could be talking about, like he wasn't lazy, man. It's probably just really hard to clean out.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. And
okay.
Even if you don't leave it for that long, like,
what do you mean?
Unless you get used to washing. The first thing you think about showering every day is not that hard.
What do you think about when you shower every day, Adam?
Armpits.
Oh, okay.
And your teeth and.
Okay. So another thing that the girls asked me was, does the penis look different once it's circumcised?
I would think the girls would be able to answer that question.
I had a whole answer on it. I even had a whole demonstration, which I'm going to save for you guys to go watch on the girls' video, because I think it does.
For better or for worse?
I mean, I'm like, whatever. I just think it looks different, not better or worse. It looks different. People I spoke to. Does anybody have another reason that they think foreskin may serve a purpose for, or they know of?
I guess some form of protection.
Okay. They also asked me if you guys mind. If a girl asks, would you mind if you were like in the heat of the moment with your girl, and then she asked, would you mind if she asked?
Me too. I mean, in the heat of the moment, depends how heated it is.
Wait.
How you guys are heated.
So wait, how heated it is. If it's a light heat, then you mind. If it's a strong heat, then you don't mind. What do you?
No, I mean, it depends how you guys are into it. Because there's some things that if you don't expect it, you'll be like, you'll be finding it strange. But if the things are like, if you guys are into it and very well prepared, the preliminaries are like good and stuff like that. It depends.
I think I missed the question. So when you're saying in the heat of the moment, so what if they ask if you're circumcised while you're
before?
When they're asking women before, okay, so that's why I got confused when heat of the moment and preliminaries and whatnot.
Cici, what would your response be if a girl asked?
I mean, look, it goes back to that conversation around, like, if I don't have a say on your makeup, and your weave and all of that. I just really feel like, yo, to quote the great poet who said, "Get off my dick," type situation. So it's really just a personal choice situation. And if you feel strongly about the fact that you are not gonna allow an uncircumcised penis inside of you, then that's your prerogative as well as an individual. Peace, love, and happiness. Good luck.
Can I say something or ask something? It's like I don't remember because I was being circumcised like a long time ago. But I mean, I don't remember myself having sex before being circumcised. And
Good boy.
as as
Yeah.
as far as I know, once like your dick goes 12 o'clock and you still under circumcised, that thing like passes by. The skin comes down and the other part that is hidden comes up.
Yeah.
So the girls wouldn't find. I mean, they wouldn't know if you are circumcised or not. You see, because
So this goes back to my question of, does
they
it look
know.
different? So you're saying that
It does.
Yeah.
if she sees it before, she will know. That's why you ask your question. One of the girls did ask if, do you mind if she asks if you are circumcised or not? Because
Okay.
if you are in the heat of the moment and she doesn't see anything, she only feels it. That thing can change. Yeah, that thing can change in the heat of the moment, and she wouldn't find out if you are circumcised or not. Only afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially those who like to put off the light.
Yeah.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, that's why.
Let's do it in the dark.
I mean, at the
Yeah,
end of the
that's why
day, if it gets the job done, does it really matter?
Yeah, that's
That was
one
my
thing
first
also.
question, remember? I said, does it matter to you in your neck of the woods? And I said, should women care about this? So,
But
Sister
then,
Wendy
okay,
is supposed
so
to chime in.
maybe they should care about it if it's more sensitive, right? If you're not circumcised, it
Apparently.
means, yeah, it means, I don't know, aren't you gonna last for a shorter time?
We don't know.
And
Isn't there a school where you guys
depends.
practice not to bust quickly? Isn't there a school that you go to? What is?
No, but
There's different traits you
there's
can
no
do.
school before and after. Like, it's not like now you can practice, okay, this is how it was before circumcision. And then I don't remember exactly how long I could last before.
It's the information age, fam.
But it
Whole
was
timer
super.
on your phone.
Wait, the point is, it was more sensitive, and then I wouldn't last as long.
Are you trying to share shit right now? Like, I feel like you're trying to tell us stuff about how long you're lasting now after the procedure.
So I mean, just to go back to something that you touched on just a while ago, you asked if does it serve a purpose? Yeah, and I think there's a lot of the debate. So one of the interesting things though is the medical industry or doctors are also on the fence. That they're just like split right the middle in terms of the some that feel like it's necessary and others just feel like actually not really. So there is no conclusive proof around that. And then the other thing you said, does it serve a purpose? And there's always that debate around evolution. Maybe like somebody said back in the day when we wore less clothes and the penises were exposed, then it served a purpose to cover up. But now there's like underwear and all of that, so maybe not so much. The same could be said about your pinky, your little toe. One of the primary functions for it back in the day was when we were walking barefoot was for balance because they were walking barefoot. Does that mean now that we're wearing shoes that we should chop off our little toes? You know what I mean? So there's just like a whole. That's why I said it really just comes down to personal preference.
Yeah, it's the same thing with the appendix in the human body. It's there, but they can't tell you what it's there for till this day. And we're here sending men to the moon and trying to get to Mars, but we don't know what the hell the appendix does. So
I know here in the United States, we have a group of men out here who, I'm just gonna lie, a group of white men out here, privileged white men out here, that they're starting to like sue their parents and like sue their doctors because they got circumcised and it wasn't their choice. In the Black American community, you know, where Christianity is really strong in our community like that, and you starting to see like more and more of Black Americans getting away from Christianity. So I mean, in the future, that we might just go back and nobody's getting circumcised again.
I think if people, it comes down to if you have a valid reason that valid even isn't the right word. If you have a strong belief that it should be done, then go ahead. But don't, I mean, this is just with anything in life. Just don't do it because it's a societal norm. My parents for generation have done it, and maybe I should do it as well. Well, just start asking a difficult question of why.
It's not a difficult question. It's the conversation after that people are scared of. Well, some people are just scared to ask why, generally, but that's that. All right. Thank you so much for your time. And Adam, now you can go be pretty in bed because you was complaining, telling me an hour's too long. Look at how quickly it went by.